Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Don from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And the next time you need a part for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the front brakes on this 2006 Jeep Liberty. And we show you on the passenger side, but the driver's side is a similar procedure. And the items you'll need for this is new brake pads and rotor kit from 1AAuto.com, a flat blade screwdriver, 12mm, 19mm, and 21mm sockets and a ratchet, a torque wrench, jack and jack stands, a wire brush, brake cleaner, brake grease, and a large C-clamp. Pry off your wheel cover if you have one.
19.
And remove the 19mm lug nuts. And if you don't have air-powered tools, you want to loosen the lug nuts up while the vehicle's on the ground, jack the vehicle up, and then remove the lug nuts. Once they're removed, the wheel pulls right off. Turn your wheel so that you have better access to the brakes.
So now that we've got the wheel off, we can take a look at the condition of the brakes. And here we have the rotor. What you want to do is run your finger along it, make sure that there's no excessive rust, pitting. You want to look for a ridge up here to see how much it's been worn. These are in good shape. Now over to the brake pads, you can look through here and you can see that this is the material right there, and these look like they're pretty new. So these are in good shape, but we're going to go ahead and replace them just to show you how it's done.
Pry the rotor back. This will make it easier to get the caliper off. Now you want to remove this 12mm bolt and this 12mm bolt, and we'll fast forward as Don does this.
Now you can pull your caliper up and off, and then wire tie it in place so it doesn't swing down and hit you. Also, so it doesn't stress the brake hose.
Pry your brake pads out. And on the back of your caliper bracket, you'll see this 21mm bolt and this 21mm bolt. And we'll just fast forward as Don removes those, and you can see he does use a piece of pipe for some added leverage to help break them free. Once those bolts are removed, the caliper bracket pulls right off, and so does your rotor. On the right is the old rotor and brake pads. On the left are the new ones from 1A Auto. You can see they're identical. They'll mount exactly the same. Take some brake cleaner and clean off your rotor. And then using a wire brush, clean your brake pad slides. And now check your caliper slides, make sure they're greased up. You can see both of ours are. Now take some brake grease and put it on the tabs on either end of your brake pads. Put your new rotor into place, and then put your caliper bracket back into place, and replace those two 21mm bolts. And we'll just fast forward as Don does this. And torque both of these bolts to 85 foot-pounds. Push your new brake pads into place.
Okay, free your rotor from whatever you had holding it up, and then you're going to want to reset the piston. And what we're doing is we put an old brake pad back into the rotor, and then we use a C-clamp and tighten the C-clamp, and that pushes that piston back inside the rotor. Okay, now put the caliper back in place and start those bolts back in. And you may have to just push the slides in the caliper bracket to make sure that you get everything to go in correctly. And torque each of these bolts to 20 to 25 foot-pounds.
Replace the wheel and replace the lug nuts. And you want to tighten them preliminarily, lower the vehicle, and then tighten them the rest of the way. And then torque each of them in a crossing pattern to 100 foot-pounds. And if you have a wheel cover, replace it.
And very important, before road testing the vehicle, get in, pump the brakes. After you do brake work, you should feel that they'll be soft, but you pump them a few times and they'll firm up. And then do test stops from 5 and 10 miles an hour before taking your vehicle out on the road. We hope this video helps you out. Brought to you by oneauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free, 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.